Hey guys, GeoPat92 here, standing here with chriswillfilm, and we have an exciting, different kind of adventure for you today. I'm standing here with Chris Williamson, is his real name. Thanks for being with us here today, first of all.
My pleasure.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all.
I'm a filmmaker. I'm in school here at UCF. We're on the lovely campus here right now. As you can see, it's like a resort here. It's beautiful. And I am here because I want to earn my master's degree in film production. And this program is a little bit different than any other film program that I've ever heard of because they make you shoot a feature-length film.
And we are actually here today to talk about one of these projects, his thesis film?
It's my thesis film.
Thesis film, okay.
It's called Treasure.
Treasure, it's called Treasure, and let's just hear it. What is Treasure? What is it about?
Treasure, well, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Yes.
How about that?
We got time.
Because it has geocaching in the movie, and what happened was it was 2003, and I had a job at Radio Shack. And my job was to sell these GPS devices, and I knew what they did. They told you where you were on the Earth, and I even took a plane ride with somebody, and the guy had one, and I was watching as we flew over some mountains, and I was just like, wow, that is so cool. Like, I wish I had a GPS. So I went online. You know, back then the internet was just 1.0, so it was all static web pages and everything. And but I was looking up information on GPSs, and I came across geocaching. And when I read about what it was, I remember I was sitting in my room at my computer thinking, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is awesome. Like, I want a GPS. And when I got my first iPhone, like a week later, I was in Seattle visiting some friends. We were in downtown at Pike's Place Market, and I was just in the App Store looking around, and I saw the geocaching app. And this was 2009 or 2010 or something, 4 or 5 years ago. And when I saw it, it blew my, like, I just immediately, I just paid for it, $10, fine. I downloaded it. I'm like, I looked at my wife and I said, baby, we're going to go find a geocache right now. You want to go for it? And she's like, what's that? So Treasure is about, I knew I wanted to write something about, you know, a troubled young person that was growing up in the world. And really, I didn't even think of geocaching right away. Like, it's not like I wrote a film to fit geocaching in some story. I had several ideas, you know, before this one even, and then I chose not to do it for other reasons. But I started writing a story, and then I thought, this story's about finding yourself. And then it just came to my consciousness that what better metaphor for that than geocaching?
It's asking to be used.
It's
as
asking
a metaphor.
for it.
It really is.
And then I was like, has geocaching even been in many movies? So I went online. You know, I Google everything like probably everybody else. So I went online and I thought, wow, I thought there'd be more movies that have this in it. And so I thought, well, okay. So I watched a couple of them, Splinterheads and stuff, and I realized a lot of them have like guns or bad guys and stuff. And I was like, well, what about a lot of geocachers are family people?
Sure.
And I thought, why not make a film that a geocacher can sit down and watch with 13-year-old Joey and Jessica. So I made the tone of the film more really just, I wanted to create like a rich tapestry where the story is just, there's a lot of subtext and a lot of things going on underneath. So geocaching doesn't even occur till halfway through the film.
Right.
So it's really not about geocaching, but geocaching instead is a part of the transformation of this character, and it's part of the positive transformation that takes place.
Right. So it plays a big part, but it's not.
So by the time it does arrive, though, she gets the bug, and then we see a lot of geocaching at the end, and
cool,
and it even takes part in kind of the climax. They find a big like multi-cache at the end.
Nice, very cool. So far we've seen geocaching pop up here and there in media and TV shows and stuff like CSI, but it's always like they go to find a geocache and they find a dead body or some big horror mystery plot like that, and you can just tell that they don't understand really what geocaching is about, and they kind of misrepresent it. So how in Treasure do you plan on representing geocaching?
Well, I think those shows and movies are maybe by filmmakers and storytellers that aren't geocachers, so they hear about it, and I mean it's kind of like, you know, the first thing a dramatic movie maker or TV show writer might think of is, what if they find a body back there? Because bodies are always hidden in woods, right? So that's kind of obvious to me, but I found my first geocache 4 or 5 years ago, so like I know what geocaching is really about. You know, I've been finding them, and I've found almost 100 now, so you know I get it. It's and it's something only a geocacher will know. So I absolutely did not want to do anything hokey or stupid like that. Right. You know, like an outsider might think of it. You know, I really wanted to do something that was honest. It's just honest and authentic more than anything. Sure. And I mean, the reality is, I'm sure that there are geocachers out there that have found geocaching, and you know, I'm sure there's a geocacher out there that geocaching might have saved their lives. Sure. Maybe their life was heading somewhere and they found something positive to do. Sure. You know, a lot of parents out there found geocaching as a way to go out and do something with their children. You know, a way to teach them about the world, to show the world to them, to teach them what adventure is, and to get outside and off the computer.
Sure. I'm proof right here.
Yeah,
Exactly what happened to me. Got all my friends together, and we've had all these great adventures, and got to meet all these people that watch our adventures, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Here we are, right? Right, going out with other geocachers, with friends, is, you know, you can go out alone, you can go geocaching alone, but it's nowhere near as fun. No, so a lot of geocachers, they get together, they do it together, and it's what it's really all about.
All right, so what point in the movie making process are you at right now?
All right, right now we are in March of 2014. So I've spent the last year and a half writing the script, and all this year in pre-production. I've got a producer. We've been finding actors, holding auditions, finding locations, and so we're pretty much ready to shoot the film. We just need a little help with the budget. So right now, we like to shoot this summer and earlier in the summer because we're in Central Florida and it rains in Central Florida during the summer. So we're trying to get to it early, and also we can get it out there sooner.
Yeah. All right, Chris, so if myself or somebody else out there wanted to contribute to the campaign for Treasure, I know they're getting back the movie. They're going to get to watch it and enjoy it. But what other rewards can they get out of this?
Well, when I thought about having a crowdfunding campaign, I want to make it as fun for people as possible, and so I thought, how cool would it be if we offered geocaching swag? Because although I didn't start out realizing that geocaching would like be a audience for the film, like I didn't really realize, because I was out geocaching kind of on my own and stuff, and so but when I started searching, I thought, wow, there are lots of geocachers. There's millions of them and stuff. So I realized, like the first time I Googled geocaching movies, like a list came up. The first thing was like a list, because geocachers want to be able to see geocaching in movies and TV. So I thought, well, obviously geocachers are they're gonna want to watch this movie. So let's make it for them. So I tailored the film to geocaching, and I thought, and when we do our our crowdfunding campaign, let's have some geocaching swag. So I called up travel fleas and path tags and geocoin designers, and I was on the phone, and I was like, hey, I want to do something really cool for people. What I wanted to make was like special geocoins just for the movie, because I found out that people were collecting geocoins, and like how awesome they were. Like they're
legit.
Oh man, they're like, I love geocoins. And when I went to the Space Coast geocaching store, I saw all the swag that they have, and I was just like, I want to make these for the movie, and so I immediately knew that I wanted to do that. So I made them at certain levels. You can get like awesome treasure-related swag. Anybody that helps fund this campaign at $5 and above, you are going to receive special updates that we're not gonna give people like on the Facebook page. Like we're gonna take our camera while we're filming and while we're editing the film, and we're gonna show people like how it works, like how a movie even comes together. So even if you just want to know how movies are made, this is going to be a really good kind of like little film school or something. So it's really exciting. And you know, people can comment on it. They can be part of it.
So now we know kind of some of the rewards we can get. What if we want more information about the film or how to help? Where do we go? Like, where can we find Treasure the movie?
If anybody in your audience wants to know more about the film, just visit treasurethemovie.com.
Simple
Nice
enough.
and simple. And we're on facebook.com/treasurethemovie. We're on Twitter/treasurefilm.
Ooh, okay.
Right, because Treasure Movies one too many letters.
That
and
works.
then you know, I'm hoping that anybody that watches this video would even, you know, consider donating $2 or $5, because you know it really adds up.
Sure,
I mean,
$2
it's
is
you can't even believe like a lot of people giving a little, and that's enough to where we're going to be sending you updates throughout the whole process till it's released. So I'm just going to ask you guys, if you can, you know, head over to Indiegogo.com. Just do a search on the search box for Treasure. It's going to be one of the first things that comes up. The campaign ends on April 1st. No joke. I came up with that. Thank you. And then yeah, there's levels for 2, 5, 10, 15, 25, 40, 50. You know, whatever people are comfortable with.
And I'll throw in a link too, just so you can go directly to the Indiegogo page if you'd like to help out or contribute. And you can just visit the page, check out all the rewards he's talking about. There's a video he's got up there explaining a little bit more, and you'll see some test footage for what the film's kind of going to be like. So thanks, Chris, for coming out and talking to us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'm really excited about this movie.
Yes, and
I'm sure everyone's.
And
gonna be
don't forget to subscribe to this guy's YouTube
if you want
channel. Okay, so like subscribe right there. Clickety-click, subscribe.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We hope you enjoyed our adventures, and we will see you next time.